What's up?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gumbo, the Cookout.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
What's up?
Saturday night.
Back on another Saturday.
What's happening?
Y'all look like yin and yang.
That's the idea. That's the goal, man. I wanted to wear
Kid
my
and play.
It's all good.
Yeah.
What y'all eat tonight? I got a bowl of chili.
Chilling.
Cup of coffee.
I got the new sponsor here, Gatorade. The lime cucumber.
Gatorade sponsor.
The cucumber.
Super Bowl.
That's the limon pepino?
We
Yeah.
blessed.
Yo, all right, real
Because we
quick.
got this one too. Y'all see that? Y'all see that right there?
I've said it
That's
once
backwoods.
every time.
That's
Y'all
good. I don't want to say that
y'all
word.
steady getting these shipments in for our sponsorships. I haven't gotten anything yet. This is
Somebody got my address wrong.
you sit next to him. You got more access to stuff than
I know. 'Cause he brought his stash of sponsored goods.
What else you got, JBM? I know you got a snack.
I got chili. I got Hawaiian rolls. You see it.
Hawaii rolls.
That was provided by me. That was the
Yeah,
sponsorship.
he hooked up. I'm the guest of honor today.
P. Rich, can I just say the limon pepino Gatorade is the best flavor. I don't care what anybody says.
I don't care what anybody says.
You are a man of taste. There's no, like, it's either people love it or they hate it. I think it's great, and
That's the only one I get.
it's so hard to find here in Jersey. I used to get it easier in North Carolina, and here I've only found it in one CVS in Princeton, New Jersey, and I haven't had it since.
I get it everywhere. It's literally in every gas station I go to. I get it every time. Anytime I drink Gatorade, that's the only one I'm drinking. And then when I'm on, if I'm on, it's like a lime cucumber.
Lime cucumber, and that's exactly what it tastes like, and it's great.
Lime cucumber.
I'm so jealous. I'm crazy. Are y'all in Greensboro?
Sounds refreshing. Hey,
That is
don't give us-
correct.
Don't give out the location live.
Like,
Nobody
nobody is coming there.
Nobody's coming for you. Nobody don't care where you live. You ain't got nothing nobody want. Yeah, nobody.
You know what?
TV
Yeah,
rolls.
the
TV
Hawaiian,
rolls.
right. That's quality right there. But JPM Coop, how's your week go? How's your weekend going?
Good. First week of Black History Month, so shout out to that.
Happy Black History Month!
Black History Month in the house.
Yeah, man, got a good episode of WandaVision yesterday. But outside of that, yeah, life is good. Life is good.
Same, man. Life is no complaints.
P. Rich, how are you doing?
Good. Got a king size mattress coming, and I'm pretty excited about that.
Nice.
That's definitely something to be excited for.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, what's the first topic? What we get into? What we talking about?
you know, when I saw it, I was like, yo, this is kind of important because it's a Black person and it's related to what we talked about yesterday. But it was so ridiculous. I was like, do we really want to bring this to the channel? But we got to talk about it. Lil Uzi Vision. Like
$4
did you see
million diamond.
the $24 million diamond? Yes.
Yeah, you know, it's
Yeah.
whatever.
If somebody's gonna Thanos his ass, it's gonna be like, just like take it right on out.
He said something like, if it gets taken out wrong, he could die.
Bro, that's just crazy.
So,
He said that for real?
Don't fight nobody, Lil Uzi Vision.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
you're gonna be literally like Vision. Gotta be getting
Yeah,
tased.
Like, I don't listen.
I mean, the whole world know he got 24 million on his head, so
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
literally
I don't know
24
why
million
he
out.
even
24 million. I want to share it real quick just so that people could see. If the people don't know, oh, well, let me share it. I can't share more than one screen at a time. Oh, well, can't see it today unless somebody else shares it. But Lil Uzi Vert has a $24 million pink diamond in his forehead. We have seen a lot of celebrities get killed for nothing, get killed for less. And this man is walking around with $24 million on his face.
He got security.
I think it's too high profile too. It's like if you kill a man and then take his diamond, You know, you're like you take it as, like everybody's gonna know. You try to sell that diamond, everybody's gonna know it's you. You know, so
Oh, I
This
agree.
thing, like, it's not even a small diamond. Like, this is like, I think it's like 4 or 5 inches.
yeah, it's like huge. It's like literally, it's literally like the Mind Stone. This thing's like huge. It's like
It's
It's
like
also off center. I don't know if anybody keeps that
Limestone.
either.
It's a good looking diamond though. Like,
My concern is there's a whole bunch of stupid people that will try to rip it out of his head just because it's Lil Uzi Vert.
Well, I hope he's got
my only concern with it was the health ramifications on it. Like I could see it as being like like I don't know, something in 20 years it's like rotting around his head or something like that, and it just something crazy like that happening.
Definitely. Wait, you said rotting?
He chose his life.
I'm screaming.
Yeah, like I just feel like there might be something that just like
He wash it properly.
Yeah, like I don't know, like as he ages, it like does something like it. I don't know. He ends up getting cancer from it or something.
I'm screaming.
Gangrene.
I was about to say gangrene is probably
yeah, like something. I don't know what. It's just like put the diamond in your head.
I hope
It's unnatural to the body. You know what I mean?
It's the same thing people do when they get jewelry implanted on their forearm or their wrist or something. It's the same type of concept, like that plate that goes under that you screw. You can actually screw it. It's the same thing. It's
called the dermal
forehead.
As somebody with a lot of body miles, I was like, I don't know. I just feel like there's got to be levels to it. But then again, he's in a different tax bracket. He better have security. I know that much. And I hope he has a whole bunch of people around him that he trusts. And he needs to go back because it's off center. It's like this.
Yeah. Hey, look, that's what he wanted to do with his money.
He chose his life.
He chose his life.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
He chose his life.
Like, I don't know what else.
Man, gonna do what he gonna do.
Yeah, I'm not losing any sleep over it.
Miss Cooper, what's up?
What's up, people?
Mom.
I don't know.
What y'all eating and drinking tonight? It's the cookout.
Everyday Geeks. Yes, let us know.
Hey, Nerd Avengers in the house. Say what's up. What's up?
And Everyday Geeks joined the Discord the other day, so thank you.
Mm-hmm. I did a little. I joined their Discord back.
Nice.
Show them a little love.
Yeah, man, definitely appreciate the. Love to see the community outreach, the support. We had some crossover from the Den of Nerds, and then some of our community trickling into the Den, and also with everyday.
Yeah.
So we're building this this network, this platform. It's pretty cool. It's powerful.
It's lovely.
It's lit.
We're going to talk about this giveaway now or later?
I think we should talk about the giveaway now.
I think we should wait till like about right before the community discussion.
Get as many people
attentive. Get to our peak views. We can tease. So we're now teasing that we have a giveaway. So now we
have a giveaway coming.
We're not going to talk about it just yet.
We'll talk about it
later.
But
got a little something.
Community right before the community discussion, we'll let you know what that is.
Let's get into it. Laika Studios, the studio that is responsible for Coraline, Kubo and the Two Strings, Box Trolls, and a slew of other films, is opening up a studio at Bowie State University. How do we feel about that? What do we think that'll do for the future of Black creators and HBCUs and all that?
I like it. Box Trolls was dope. Did y'all see Box Trolls?
I don't think I completely saw Box Trolls.
It's a Tim Burton movie animation.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's low key good.
I see Coraline once a week because the twins at their big age of 16 still make me watch it.
Man, Coraline.
It's a wonderful opportunity, and I want to see it happen more often in like more partnerships with corporations and different companies, especially within the creative and in like entertainment industry, doing more outreach with the HBCUs. It's very important.
Absolutely. Interested to see what content they create from it.
I'm excited. It's crazy. I don't know. Are there any? I tried to look it up today. I didn't really see many, but have y'all heard of any Black stop motion animators?
I can't name any off top, and that's a problem.
Nope. Not in the mainstream, at least.
My thing is about it. It's like
cornbread, dude.
So much of our culture has been a part of, pop culture here in America and then across the world. So it's an important thing for these companies, especially like I said in the entertainment, to work more with HBCUs in these predominantly Black establishments, because like our voices are important and they've been very important and relevant in American society and culture for forever. So like this is key.
Yeah, man.
The only stop motion the only Black stop motion show that I could think of was the PJs, but I don't think it had Black animators. The PJs counts as stop motion, right?
I believe so.
Maybe.
I think so. It's a different type of no, it's still claymation, right?
Yeah, claymation, stop motion.
I haven't seen that on TV in a minute. But yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. But we haven't seen anything like that for a while, and I haven't been able to find out who's responsible for animating it. The only other thing that I could think of was Celebrity Deathmatch, but that wasn't Black. It had Black people on it, but I wouldn't say that was a Black show. So I'm excited to see what this could mean about just more opportunities to have Black animators, and then maybe more opportunity to see Black content animated. I wonder if that's the purpose of the connection, not necessarily to teach, but to bring Black stories to animation. I'm not sure.
It's created. The PJs was created by Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be both, and you can't do one without the other. Like that wouldn't even make sense.
I think that might have been what happened with the PJs itself, because I'm not seeing that any Black animators were involved.
Yeah, that was stop motion PJs.
But their whole cast though was Black people of color. Yeah, I'm looking at the whole cast was, but yeah, behind the scenes was probably all white.
All white.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm really excited about that. I would like to hear more about it. I would like to know who's going to have access to that on campus. Is it going to be a major thing, or is it going to be open to everybody? I hope it's not something that falls victim to gatekeeping, but it would be dope if a lot of people had access to it.
I think it would be definitely within college art and sciences. I don't know much about Bowie State's art program, but it would be logically probably within that, or within do they have a program?
They better have an art program if they just got Laika Studios up in there.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if they got an art program, it would have to be either in the art program or in the film program if they have one of those.
Shoot, I'd love to see an animation on an HBCU. Some college, some freshmen coming in.
That would be dope. No. Any ideas of anything else we'd like to see that's animated?
Just animated.
Something that you would like to see be animated. So JBM, you said it would be dope to see like a show about college kids, HBCU students.
I like
Westbury, man.
About the cookout and Gumbo. I want to see us on the big screen.
Animated versions of ourselves. That would be dope.
Yeah,
we should think about Westbury like that.
Yeah, Westbury, a group, a tight knit crew, youngins that came up from a neighborhood. See a story like that play out in animation. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I always go like dark and horror. Besides Coraline, are there any like adult like horror stop motion films?
Would y'all consider Nightmare Before Christmas adult? I feel like Box Trolls could be almost adult the way Box Trolls was set up.
I think with all children's movies, they're for kids, but they know that parents and adults will be watching it with their children. So they do make them to appeal to us in a way. So that's why like watching films when we're kids It's different when we're adults because now we're getting jokes that we didn't get before, stuff that our parents were meant to get while they were sitting watching the film with us.
Mm-hmm. You know what? There's an animation on Netflix that's definitely adult, and it's called like XMF or something like that. It's a crazy animation.
Stop motion or
It's not stop motion.
Got you.
Yeah, see if I can figure it out.
What's it about?
It's about a kid who realizes he's like an alien, and these city officials are after him, and the police, they're all aliens, almost like on some scroll level type of story. Mm-hmm. And he's got like a superpower. Yeah, I don't want to give too much of the plot away.
I think it would be dope to see a horror stop motion film. I love horror anything. Scare me. So, although Coraline did a really good job. I had to read Coraline in 6th grade, and the movie came out, and I want to say the book scared me, and then the movie just made it real, and I was like, yo, this is too much. Let me not do this. But the twins love it, and they still watch it every week to this day. It's very special for me.
So, yeah, James KZ is the name of it. I'll bring it up on the top of the screen.
James and the Giant Peach was kind of scary, too.
Was stop motion, and that definitely was scary. The part, the aunties, MFKZ. So I'll check that out.
Has 3 stars.
Pretty dope. Pretty dope. Just kidding. Yeah. I'll give it 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. That's worth a watch.
I don't watch anything below 5.
I watch everything. I do not care about the rating. Unless it has like 10 on Rotten Tomatoes. Other than that, I'm still watching.
Now, would that fall into like a guilty pleasure? Like you love a movie, but it's like reviewed, like everybody hated it, but you love it, and it's just like one of those guilty pleasure movies where you just like, I love that movie, but everybody else hates it.
I'm sure I have one. I can't think of any.
It's so bad that it's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of movies. Well, yeah, it's a lot of movies like that. There's like critically reviewed terribly, but it has a cult following.
Yeah.
You know, the only one that I could think of for me that I watch every single time is Battle Los Angeles, the alien film where the aliens attack the Los Angeles coast. And
dude, that was one of my favorite movies.
Let's see what the rating on that is, because I will watch it anytime it's on. I do not matter. I love that movie.
Yeah, I was in the Marine Corps, so I like that movie. That movie came out when I was in the Marine Corps, and I was like, Marines going out. We do it. And the thing was that unit, I had deployed with that unit that I think it's 2-5, and I knew all about 2-5. I was like, I was with 2-5, so I had that connection with that movie through just serving in the Marine Corps. And I was just like, yeah, let's get it. Yeah, so I think I love it on that level. like, yeah, you can't make a movie about army people, fighting aliens because, I mean, they always get wiped out. But if you get the Marines fighting aliens,
oh man, game over. Marine army beef here.
The Marines, boy, we be getting it,
Well, it does have a 36% on Rotten Tomatoes, so that would be bad. But 100%. I love it too. I'll watch it.
I saw the movie and I was, I don't
think I made it through.
Oh.
Everyday Green Lantern 2011 is his guilty pleasure.
Oh man, I tried to watch Green Lantern. It does not hold up. I tried to. The seed. I was like, oh,
it's Ryan Reynolds.
I watched it once and yeah.
You know what's my main one? The X-Men Origins Wolverine, the one that had the bad Deadpool in it, and Gambit and all of them.
Oh, why they ruin Gambit like that?
I watch it every time.
The coolest mutants on the X-Men, they just trashed.
I'm mad at that Gambit movie. They were always promising everybody, and they ain't never do it.
Which movie?
The Gambit movie.
They're supposed to do a Gambit movie, and they've been talking about
it in the development for like.
They say Gambit has been hiding out in Westview.
They had what's his name attached to it?
Channing Tatum.
They had him attached to it for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was before Magic Mike.
Oh, because it started writing that movie when he had peaked basically. And when's the last time he was in a film?
Gambit?
Because he's kind of like built like Gambit.
Honestly, ever since they announced it, in my head, he has been Gambit. So I never had an issue with the casting.
Wolverine is short and stocky.
But I mean, that's what's the name? It just meant, that was meant to be.
Everyday Geeks says they like all of the X-Men movies besides Apocalypse.
Yeah, Apocalypse wasn't even Apocalypse. That was a dude from the Power Rangers.
I'm screaming.
Ooze. That's who that was.
I'm not a big fan of the Wolverine film that takes place in Japan.
What? I love that one. That's a great one. The Wolverine.
Because he lost his powers.
I forgot about that one.
It's the one with the Silver Samurai.
Yeah, Silver Samurai. Yeah, the Wolverine. That was a good one. Yeah.
Samurai ninjas and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
I remember the movie.
The Giants
about that
Silver Samurai. Yeah, I
remember
that was probably one of the better Wolverine movies.
I remember the only thing I remember from that movie is he went to Japan. That's it. I can't.
He went to Japan, lost his powers, got him back in the tail end.
Oh, see, that's where they lost me. He lost his powers.
Yeah.
A mutant, which she took him from him and gave him to somebody else, I think.
Yeah. The dads of that company.
And that don't even make sense because it's like
I know he had some parasite thing in him. And
he knew about mutants because he was saved in World War II from the nuclear bomb drop. Wolverine saved.
Yes,
From
and
that point on, he was like, I gotta figure out how to take this power.
Hey, is that the movie when they were going like Wolverine and what's his name? Sabretooth. They fought in like a Civil War and all that stuff, and they had that.
No, X-Men Origins Wolverine, the one that had the really bad Deadpool in it.
Okay,
that was
all that stuff's blending together for me. It's all bad.
When he went to Japan, it had nothing to do with none of that. The Wolverine in Japan, that was all right movie. Origins.
His solo movies had nothing to do with anything else they had going on.
Yeah,
real quick, and then send him back over there. That's why he's tired and he don't want to be Wolverine anymore. They had him in a whole bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Everyday Geek says the train fight scene is amazing. I think he's referring to the one in the Wolverine.
Yeah.
I forget that. The best Wolverine movie is Logan.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. No.
I don't think anybody would argue with that. That might
I remember seeing from that.
I think that might be up there with X2.
Yeah, X2 is a good one right there.
Yeah.
That one part where he just jumps off that balcony on X2, and he's like, whoosh, throws him over. Let's go.
Gotta watch. I forgot all of those.
I need a refresher on that one too.
No,
the uniforms just threw me off completely.
Yeah.
I remember the uniform, the all black joints with the white trim or silver trim.
Yeah,
it was that was an interesting choice.
I think the scene that got me in that was when he was fighting. I forget her name, but the woman who had the silver nails. She's basically him. That's not X-23. Something like that. But that fight scene was dope. I'll never forget that.
Mm-hmm.
That movie came out my birthday weekend when I was a kid because I know I went to see that.
Yeah, the marketing for that was like on point because it had came out in like 2002, so it was like May 2nd, 2020. Like they did like all the twos and stuff like that. It was like
that's the great thing for me about being born in May because like I get either Marvel or Star Wars and or both sometimes. So it's just like, I'm happy. I'm good.
May is a good birthday month period. It's like the summer's beginning, a whole bunch of great things going on.
It's just open. Everything is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's lit. Did y'all have comfort movies that nobody else liked that y'all love? JBM and Coop?
A comfort movie?
Yeah.
Fine comfort movie.
Yeah.
A movie that it makes you feel good and you don't necessarily care about anybody else's opinions of it. You're gonna watch it every time it's on.
Oh,
Last Samurai for me, man. Woo-wee. Love me some Last Samurai.
Return of the Jedi for me.
Tom, you know what? I think Tom Cruise is one of my guilty pleasure actors. because everybody always gives Tom Cruise so much like crap because of this old Scientology thing, but if you hear him talk about movies, he genuinely loves filmmaking and movie making. Like that is his passion. Like when you hear him he was on the podcast with the Nerdist back when Chris Hardwick was still doing it. That podcast, he was just talking about how much he loved movies, how much he watches movies and everything. He's just a movie guy. He really is passionate about movies, and I think he's the last. He's part of the last dying breed of Hollywood, the true American Hollywood star, because he does all his own stunts still. He's still, you know what I mean? Now it's all these liabilities. They get stuntmen, and Tom Cruise is like, nah, I don't want any of that. It's all me. It's all me, you know? So just, pass on. I love all the Mission Impossible. Those are guilty pleasure movies. Mission Impossible movies, I don't care how bad they are. I'll watch all of them.
Well, those are actually good, though, except for 3.
I like 3. I like them all. Like, 2, all of them. But I love all of them. I love them in the dude. Give me Jack Reacher all day long, man. I know people have watched that movie, but give me some Jack Reacher.
Jack Reacher, that was good.
Yep. Give me Jack Reacher. Give me Mission Impossible. Give me anything with Tom Cruise. I'm sold. I'll watch it.
Who's in Jack Reacher?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Just a regular Joe Schmo that beats people up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's an ex-military dude. He's a badass, ex-military guy.
No,
yeah, he's pretty Batman, but military.
No, he's not Batman. He's like what's his name from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Casey.
I didn't realize that I like Tom Cruise that much, also, but
he's like a John Wick.
What's his movie? The Mummy that came out where he was the main character. I love that movie.
Yeah, I watched the more recent one.
Yeah,
The Mummy. Yeah, I watched it.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
I feel like any movie with Leonardo DiCaprio is a comfort movie for me.
You don't like him as an actor?
Leo fan.
He said
comfort movie.
Which movie?
Any Leo movie.
Oh, any.
I'll watch What's Eating Gilbert Grape and just be chilling.
Yo, we just watched.
Watch Django.
Django, yeah.
Django was a comfort movie.
Good movie.
No, we just watched it.
Oh,
yeah. That was. We were watching that before the stream. Backstage.
Titanic.
Django is a comfort movie.
Titanic is a guilty pleasure.
I can't lie, bro.
Bruh.
Jack. Hey.
I'm trying to tell you, like,
hey, that's interesting.
Titanic is your movie.
Like, hey, you just gonna watch this man die.
Watch these babies die. Give me some comfort.
I'm trying to tell you, man. If I want a good cry, I watch Last Samurai, man. Dude, Tom Cruise at the end where he's like, no, you have your honor back. Let me have mine. It's just like, I'm like, oh.
The one thing, Last Samurai was a good movie. I just don't like that Tom Cruise lived. It should have been him dying in the field.
Both of them should have died. But I mean, and then at the end where he's just like, tell me how he died. I'll tell you how he lived. I was like, trying to hold back the tears and stuff like.
Everyday Geeks, the Harry Potter movies, those last 3. Oh, Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah,
guilty.
Comfort. Yeah, I don't watch any of those movies.
Film series.
I have a director's extended cut that's like 4 hours per film. Like, I'll watch that in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm. Any Chris Tucker movie is a comfort.
That's not a bad option.
That's not.
Money Talks is on Netflix right now, and I'm loving every minute of that.
Language. Everyday Geeks. I think there's something about a book series that's turned into films that just you're gonna sit. If it's on, you're gonna sit down and you're gonna watch it all the way through. Like if Harry Potter's on and we catch it from Sorcerer's Stone, we're watching it all the way through to Deathly Hallows Part 3.
HBO has the entire series.
They got it back up now? I don't know, for a while they took it down.
HBO Max.
And Lord of the Rings is on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All 6.
Right. Everyday Geek says his comfort movie is Man of Steel.
I can get behind that.
I didn't hate Man of Steel. I enjoyed that film.
I didn't either. I thought it was.
It was okay film. I just wouldn't watch.
I mean, yeah. I think it's an okay film. It's just one of those things.
No shots.
Look, it's my favorite Superman film.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? I'm a Superman Returns. I love Superman. I mean, Kevin Spacey.
1984.
No, Superman Returns. When the new one, Brian Singer, the one where Brandon,
where he had the plane and held the plane up.
Yeah, where he brought the plane onto the baseball field. The one that came out in like 2006.
Yeah,
Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey played Luthor, and then Brandon played the Brandon Roth. Yeah, played the he plays the Atom in the new. What's those CW shows?
What's the one where Superman has a son with Lois?
That's the one. That's the. No.
When the child kills somebody with the piano.
That's the one
scene right there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, guilty. Yeah, Equalizer. Boy, my bad. Denzel.
Guilty pleasure.
Denzel.
Why is that a guilty pleasure, Mrs. Cooper?
Yeah, you gotta give some explanations.
Hold on.
I feel like she messed up.
First Equalizer is good. The second Equalizer was kind of like, but that was me. I don't know about that second Equalizer.
I'm trying to think of
the second one.
I still watched it.
Second one wasn't as impactful as
Yeah, definitely like that first.
Oh, okay.
He's definitely tearing things up more in the first one.
Superman. That's crazy.
Yeah, so this.
I watch anything with Denzel. I love me some Denzel. Yeah, that one. That one. I like that one. I enjoyed that one a lot.
I remember
Miss Cooper letting us know she wasn't watching it for the plot. She was there for one thing and one thing only.
Denzel, baby.
That's the only reason she was there. I feel you, Mrs. Cooper. I understand.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And shout out to Queen Latifah, who is the new Equalizer. That show starts up soon.
Titanic's not a bad
movie. You're right.
That's an Academy Award winning movie. Like record setting. That movie had like it was the top grossing film for like 20 years.
It's a guilty pleasure in the sense that if you tell somebody you like it, they're gonna look at you like, eh?
No, it's how you set it up, because it's like, oh, I'm having a bad day. Let me go watch Titanic.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's it.
A bad movie that you like to watch.
Hey, yo, you know what's not?
Although I would argue that it's not bad.
That's actually good.
But see, I don't hear a lot of people talk about it.
I don't think a lot of people.
What movie? I didn't hear what you said.
What y'all think? District 9?
Yeah.
As much as I love alien films, his transition was difficult to watch. I don't know if I want to watch that again.
I think I've only seen it once. I wasn't like that person like to keep watching. I just saw it once. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it a couple times, but it's like it's one of those movies I enjoyed, but I didn't hear a lot of people talk about it.
Yeah, the Tremors.
Tremors is great. Yeah, that's a good guilty.
Which is it? Tremors 2 or 3? When the big worm things start giving birth to the little baby thingies and they eat through cars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look, I don't know.
It's Tremors. Hey, you seen the latest one on Netflix? They go to a Tremor Island.
What number is that though? Because
like
there's a bunch of them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think Tremors 1 through 4, and I barely remember 4, but I know that they got a lot more than that.
They made one that was in like the tundra, like it was cold and there was a whole bunch of snow, and I didn't watch it, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna leave that alone.
That's wild. I didn't know that they went to the snow. That's crazy.
Yeah, that last one they were on the island in a jungle hunting them for sport. Why they do that?
Just for sport, like.
Yeah, they were, the humans were like the predator to the Tremor, and they flipped it on them.
What? That don't even make sense.
They like genetically engineered the Tremor and like put it on an island, and then the Tremor started replicating, and eventually it grew wings and all that. Yeah,
that's crazy. Oh, yo, the Underworld series.
I didn't like the last one, but yes,
it's 3, right? Just because I've only seen 3. If there are more than that,
I wouldn't mind doing a marathon of Underworld. Underworld is pretty good.
Yeah, I like that. I think they could do a series on Underworld if they do it right.
I don't like whichever one where she has to go back and save the daughter.
I don't know which one that is. That's one I had to see. Oh, so they did make one more recently. Is that it?
Maybe. I'm not sure. Oh wait, am I mixing up? What's the one with Umbrella Corporation and the zombies?
That is
Resident Evil.
Yeah, Resident
Evil. No. Yo, the like last two Resident Evils were really bad.
All the Resident Evils just threw me off. I'm a Resident Evil fan, so I was mad to see the movie.
Love me some Resident Evil. That first one. I don't know who did I go see the first one. Julian, did we go or JB? Did we go see the first one?
Government name. I didn't know who I am.
Or they know your name and they know your location, JB. Them they come.
Hey yo, speaking of all that though, y'all need to go check out Spycraft on Netflix.
Go
watch that.
Straight up Spycraft Netflix. It's got everything in there.
Break it down again, Coop. What's that? What's it about?
It's about espionage and how world governments use different tools and technology to spy on each other.
Nothing holds them back.
It's just declassified methods that they've used throughout history.
And what's trippy is what they're showing you is declassified. So just imagine
the stuff that they. All right, so they talked about one of the things that they talked about was like they got this listening device that you can fire out of a high caliber rifle. It'll impact into like a tree and it'll survive, and they can listen to every conversation that's happening around it. And then it'll actually record all that and send it to whatever
and transmit
the information to a listening post.
You're not
messing. That sounds like stuff I see on Mission Impossible.
Right. And this was like back in the 70s. Like this is declassified. Yeah. Like they don't use this anymore. Like
how far can it be shot from? Like what kind of shooting are we talking?
Like out of a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Mm. They had another. You wouldn't even be able to. You wouldn't know that they even fired it.
Yeah, they had another. They
Spycraft.
They intercepted a shipment of typewriters.
This is the Russian government, KGB,
and put in like some type of device that would collect all the inputs from the typewriter and send it out.
No, all right. So like, there's a metal rod in the back of a typewriter that all of the hammer hits when you type a keystroke. Mm-hmm. The KGB hollowed out that tube and inserted something that would record every single keystroke. So every time, and these all went to the U.S. Embassy, and so for a while, for like I think it was like 8 to 10 years, they had no idea. How did they get it back?
But how did they get that?
Sending information, like they were recording all of that. So every single document, everything that was typed on a typewriter within the U.S. Embassy was being recorded by the KGB.
Mm-hmm. But how did they get the information off of whatever it was transmitted?
The typewriters are like the whole. Yeah, they hooked up to
the whole embassy was bugged, and so like it would just transmit. It was a radio signal. They had an antenna that they put into the tube, and it would transmit every single keystroke to a listening post within range. Someone was in the listening post recording all this information and then sending it to the KGB.
You know what? And I can barely get my Bluetooth headset working over here.
Thank you.
Like this is back in the 50s. Like that's what I'm saying. This is what they classify.
You guys can do this, and I can't even. You guys can't even make half this gear that I buy like $100 to work. Like
no,
I'm sitting right next to my Wi-Fi router sometimes, and my Wi-Fi is still dull.
That don't make sense. The U.S. What the U.S. did to the Russian embassy in.
Okay. So here's another one. The U.S. embassy. When the U.S. built a new embassy, was this back in like the 60s? Did they say
the Russians built the embassy on the
U.S.? No. So the country, wherever the embassy is located, that country builds the embassy for that country. Yeah. So when they built the new embassy in New York for Russia, the U.S., they bugged the entire building, and then within the drain for rain on the outside of the building, they built like this container that
pipe.
If you looked at it, the pipe, it looked hollow, but it wasn't. Like it was actually filled with recording like information, like technology.
In the cylinder part.
Yeah. And then they put an explosive device inside of the cylinder and wrapped it with like this wire, and then they had the recording device at the end of it, and they waited until there was a thunderstorm, and they timed the explosion to coincide with one of the a thunder strike, and they blew the explosive. This wire falls all the way down into the pipe. It goes into the drainage system, and they had an FBI agent waiting in the sewers for this thing to come down. They fished it out, plugged it into the listening post outside of the embassy, which was in the sewer, and they started recording all the information coming from the embassy to the Russian government.
Sounds like a lot of fucking work and a lot of taxpayers' money for nothing.
Why do you think that military budget is so expensive? This is what they do.
It really wasn't. No, it's a couple wires, an explosive.
Yeah.
And
but think about that. They put explosive time. Like it's just all this is just for like what? Like okay, we gotta. I don't know. This seems like
Cold War stuff.
He's like comfortable. This is information is Cold War. Yeah, this is Cold War. This is all. So the majority of it is just Cold War espionage tactics, and World War II and World War I.
Honestly, if my taxpayer dollars are going to something like that, bravo.
I'm impressed by this. Like the levels that they go to steal secrets from other governments is impressive. Because I was like, yo, this is stuff that they don't even have in like movies. Like I ain't never seen nobody put an explosive device inside of an embassy. Like that's some Mission Impossible stuff they ain't even thought of.
Just don't use it on the public. You know,
I was too late for that.
We know they are.
They talked about cell phones and how those are used to track.
Me right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All of it's high. Like all of it's being.
They just consumer data.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was wild. It's a great documentary. It's on Netflix. Go watch it. It's amazing.
And that was Spycraft, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely watching us. I was having a conversation, and Siri was like, "I could look that up for you." I was like, "I didn't ask."
Yeah, the spies with the
everyday
like,
geeks. I'm
personal
telling you, it's like
too as well. They like
it's Mission Impossible, but like in real life. And they talked about capturing Saddam Hussein. They talked about capturing Bin Laden and like how they work with special forces and coordinate with what you call it.
The chimichangas.
Nah, they coordinated with the CIA and special forces to find Saddam Hussein and Bin Laden. They talked about too that they kind of knew the area where Bin Laden was in Pakistan before they found the compound, and so they needed to get blood work in hopes that they could like identify him in that region. So they set up a fake vaccination thing where they got people to come in and get vaccinated, and they took the blood work back to the U.S. to get it tested to see if anything came back with like Bin Laden, like his blood work. I was like, yo, this is insane.
Yeah, the level that they operate at, like
there's nothing they won't do to get information. Like that's basically what I gathered from the documentary.
The world is their playground.
I've been watching nuclear bomb test footage in past years. Bruh, speaking of, in that they talked about how the KGB used like they poisoned a reporter who had exposed some government secrets to the BBC, and they used a radioactive pellet the size of a grain of sugar and put it in his tea, and he drank it, and he basically became irradiated, and like everybody in and around him basically had radiation poisoning. He died at like a slow death.
Wow.
Because that
was in the 90s.
Yeah, this is in the 90s. And they were like, they could have used other methods where it wouldn't have been traceable. Like by the time they did the autopsy, it would have come back as like he died of natural causes. But the KGB and the Russian government wanted to send a message that like, if you want to talk bad about us, this is what's going to happen to you. So they came up with the most gruesome, slow death process that they could to assassinate this man.
So real quick, you're telling me in order to kill one person, they accidentally gave a room full of people cancer?
No, nobody got cancer from it. It was just like if you came into contact.
If you came into contact with him,
you basically were irradiated. Yeah, and it wasn't a high level to where it would cause you damage. But there was another assassination attempt that it didn't work, but the device they used to spray the people with was found in the trash by a couple, and they thought it was perfume, so the woman sprayed it on her, and it killed her.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What? She found perfume in the garden.
It was some type of poison, and yeah.
In the trash can, she taking things out. The problem is you taking stuff out of trash can, girl.
I mean,
couple.
I don't know. That might be
dumpster divers.
That's on her.
This was in the UK.
Yeah. They also talked about like they had like poison installed into an umbrella. And like they waited for
penguin stuff over here.
Like he timed it where he was coming down the stairs at the same time the guy was coming up, and he just poked him in the leg, and kept walking with the umbrella, and the dude basically dropped dead. Like a couple seconds later. That's not funny. But yeah, this really happened. Like it's crazy. And then by the time they like recovered the body and got the autopsy, they couldn't trace what the poison was. So it looked like he just died from natural causes. And this is also, yeah.
What? Where was this?
Everyday Geek said, I heard they made a mistake on a test where they were only supposed to be 5 megatons, and they ended up being 20, and they irradiated and inhabited an island and gave them all cancer.
What?
That happened. Yeah, if you go,
this had
to be during the Cold War.
They did that on purpose.
It had to be during the Cold War. But that happens. That's not even. I guarantee that's not the only case of that. Like that happens.
They were like, we need to see the effects of this.
You know what? I believe all of this though, and especially with them making all these mistakes. Like Chernobyl was proof of that. If y'all watch the Chernobyl film, the miniseries that was on HBO, and those people didn't know anything. Like they killed all of those people and did all that damage because nobody knew what they were dealing with.
Nah, they didn't.
So if you saw how
they didn't want to get out what was going on.
Yeah, those first responders that died in that show, that's how the man who was assassinated, that was his fate.
Yeah. Yeah, like basically all his organs just melted.
Ugh.
He had consumed this radioactive particle, and it just melted him from the inside out.
Oh my! I'm trying to see the firefighter in my head. If y'all have not seen the Chernobyl miniseries that came out on HBO, what was that? 2019.
Yeah.
Yo, that was really good, but yeah, that scene was graphic. They put out $87 million. Is that enough for you to give me cancer? I don't know.
Have your kids.
Yeah.
It's wild, but definitely go check that out. It's called Spycraft on Netflix. Go watch it. Very important.
Hi, mommy. Yo, I made her watch Chernobyl with us.
Yeah, it's a great series, man. Yeah. Like, I didn't really see. They didn't talk about in school like how widespread the damage was. Like they just basically were like, "Oh, this is the worst nuclear disaster ever." But like, what does that mean? They don't go into like detail of like. And this documentary goes into like detail like how bad it was, and I was like, "Yo, this is crazy."
They have not recovered to this day. Like the city of Chernobyl is closed off, but people are gonna have cancer for like a long time. Babies are still being born with deformities today, and they're just not talking about it.
It irradiated like a lot of Eastern Europe. It's not even just like
radiation centers.
Even though the extent of Fukushima, I'm pretty sure that was.
You got children who are affected by people who had kids. They are radiated.
Yeah.
Deformed.
That was right.
Yeah, like you got, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and Fukushima.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still suffering from that.
Yeah.
Chernobyl was apparently thousands of times worse.
Well, speaking of Netflix shows, which the Zendaya and John David Washington movie just came out.
It came out
yesterday, Malcolm and Marie.
Oh, I need to watch that.
Yeah.
We should all watch that and talk about that next week. On the cookout.
That other movie comes out this week. Yeah, that comes out. Yeah,
that comes out this
Friday.
Week.
Yeah,
what
Friday. Judas and the Black Messiah.
Oh, that comes on HBO Max next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I'm definitely watching.
He was in his bag for that.
Y'all heard it here. Next Friday, by next Friday, you need to watch Malcolm and Marie, and you definitely have to check out Judah Black
Messiah? Judah and the Black Messiah is definitely talking about.
We are absolutely talking about that next week on the Cookout. That's going to be great.
We are definitely discussing that on Saturday.
Everyday Kicks, you might want to move, bro.
Oh, my fuels facility?
You man, leave. Don't drink.
You know what? I can't even talk. I live in New Jersey.
Hey, yeah, I got stuff going on.
Y'all about to be mutants.
Hey, Lou, they got all type of crazy stuff going out in Washington State. They used to do nuclear tests out in Washington State.
They got a spot here in North Carolina with a nuclear. It's a lake, but it's like the people around it are worried that it's gonna.
That's a nuclear reactor on the Cape Fear too.
Yeah.
This stuff is just too close to home. I don't like that at all.
Hey man, listen. Once they unlock the power of the atom, you couldn't put it back in the bottle.
I'm screaming. What's up, 2nd Street?
Eat your vegetables.
That is crazy. If I want to lighten the mood just a little bit, it's Black History Month, and every episode this month, I would like for all of us to gas up some Black-owned businesses, some projects going on, and I had the pleasure of attending Urbanime's launch on January 25th. So if I could just talk about that for a few seconds, that's cool with y'all?
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so Urbanime is a culture company that is reimagining comic entertainment to not only reflect the world as it is, but as it should be. In every release, folks will see themselves and their experiences proudly centered. Urbanime was founded by Chris Walker. It is a Black founded brand. It is a dope clash between comics, anime, and Black music, R&B, hip hop. If I can pull it up. Ooh, I lost my hot corners.
Oh, you use hot corners on the map?
I love hot corners, but I'm not on my laptop. Hot corners is great.
What is hot corners?
Hot corners basically like if you move your mouse into a corner, it'll pull up a tab or whatever you got like programmed. I hate that. I hate it.
Listen, hot corners are dope. They will definitely assist you if you need to find something real fast, if you need to clear your desktop. Shout out to Apple for having hot corners whenever I'm on a computer that does not have it. I can't function. Shout out to hot corners. But
for people like me, I just give me a second screen. I'm not using hot corners. Like I'm gonna put here this on this screen, main screen here, and I'll go back.
I'm a tab man. I tab it up. Tap it.
See now tabs, my OCD just it breaks me.
Y'all are hilarious.
I'm just like
this is their first mixtape. You can catch it on urbanime.com/drops. I am going to drop all the links here. It features. It's not an audio mixtape. Their releases are called mixtapes, so you can actually read it. They have some articles in here, some interviews. The intro is by Sway Calloway. Their first mixtape features an interview with Mickey Fax. There is a corresponding corresponding playlist that you can catch through the website as well. They are dropping their first volume of their first comic this month. It's called Relic. It's going to come out sometime in February. I'm really excited about it. So far, it looks like it's about a family going through something. There's some power struggles, some power literally, but it's super dope to me. The artwork is great. I attended the launch of Urbanime in January, and we actually got to see some of the animators and see one of them work, so that was really, really dope. The fashion that's going to be featured in the comics is a lot of Black owned brands, so you'll actually see them in the artwork, links to them on their sites as well. They have another one coming out soon called Domain, which is about a young lady. I believe she's living in New York City. As of right now, I'm not seeing that there's any like powers or stuff in it. I think it's just a story about a girl trying to come up and care for her family. But it's super dope. I loved it. I am so excited for the Relic to drop soon. You can catch the playlist and more info on their website. I'm going to drop that soon, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. I thought it was really dope. There's some cool Black and brown people over there doing some great things, so please check it out.
Okay, and what's the concept behind the mixtape, the non-audio mixtape?
I mean, music is a large part of Urbanime. So instead of releasing a magazine or a booklet, they're calling it a mixtape. But there is a corresponding playlist to go along with volume 1 of the mixtape. And I have a feeling that that'll be a reoccurring thing. Is
this like you play the playlist as you're going through the mixtape?
You very well could, but I don't think you have to.
Okay.
So, but there is the track list here is instead of it being like songs, this is the I'm sorry, y'all, I lost my words. What's that page at the beginning of the book that tells you what page things are on?
Keep it together.
Table of contents?
Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling. Table of contents, track list. Instead of a page number, you have your runtime in the
milk.
Corner. Right-hand corner of the page. So I thought that was really dope. Let me get this off the screen. I don't know if they want to show all our business on there, but you could definitely go to their website.
That's what happens when you use the hot corners too much. You know, it just starts messing with your brain.
I'm not on this computer, so I couldn't even check the hot corners. But
good though. I like it. Yeah. Shout out to you.
Let me drop their link in here right now. I am very excited for Relic Volume 1 to drop, and I hope that we can come back and talk about that soon.
Absolutely, and definitely, we'll put some links in the Discord as well.
Yeah, for sure. You know, speaking of powers and stuff, dude, that Jamie Foxx Power movie. That's a guilty play. That's a TV show.
But that's like when it came out, and we were like, "Yo, it should have been a TV show. Should have been a series."
Yeah. It definitely should have been.
I think it's such a cool concept too. I'm surprised I hope they come out with more. I thought it was such a cool concept for a film.
I agree.
What's your power? We had a whole community discussion on what's your power.
Yeah, what's your power?
Yeah,
he had a really cool power too. It was like I was like, what can his power be where it's just like, you know what I mean? And I thought that was such a great ending for his character too, just to be like,
like the story needed to breathe. Like it was a great story. And it would have been like even better if it were in a series because we got more character development, we got more investment in characters. Like the power reveal, it would have even been even more amplified with him. Like all of that, man. I love the story though. Like, I wish that was a series.
That's a movie you can have background during like a house party or something.
The thing I loved the most about that film was the way that the powers affected the people. You know, we're so used to mutants having powers and their bodies can just handle it, except at the end of Logan. But in this film, for the first time, we're seeing a power that's basically killing its hosts. Like when, what's his name? Jason Gordon-Levitt? Is that it?
Yeah.
Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, when he got after... taking his pill, and he basically had a concussion. He was bloodshot. Like I had never considered that somebody could be affected by their power that way. Like it stopped the bullet, but it still could have killed him.
I like that
character.
I kind of felt like it. I felt like that was kind of a weird casting choice. I don't know. I like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but I just felt like that casting for that character could have been different.
I don't know. I like Joseph Gary.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think his character suffered from it being in a movie. Like if we had a character, I think everybody would have got his character a little bit better.
I like Fox on screen, and I like the girl too. She did an amazing job.
Isn't she a rapper though? She's an actual rapper.
It's like everyone, the chemistry was there for everyone.
The girl or I think
that girl.
She could. Yeah, she could. She was like the main girl's friend, and she's a rapper. They used so the main character, her raps were Sheikah's raps.
Yes,
and Sheikah's a dope rap artist.
She is really dope.
Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't give enough respect out here in these streets, these internet streets.
He said, "Put some respect on her name, Sheikah."
But we respect you, Sheikah.
Yeah,
I feel it.
I follow you on IG, Sheikah.
Follow back. Give me a follow back.
Gumbo respect. Join the show. Cookout. Eat something.
Oh man,
That
it's
is
just me.
hilarious.
Voice got low. That shit. I was like, yo, what? Hold on now.
You know, also speaking.
Hold up. What's up?
Okay. No, I was gonna say also speaking of like just Black History Month, and what is like one Black movie you think everybody must watch during Black History Month? That's both for any race, anybody. Just what movie do you think everybody should just watch?
Malcolm X movie.
Okay, Denzel.
I would say a documentary. Any documentary.
Anything on the Black Panther Party, Malcolm X, anything that they don't cover.
Black Panther
You've
Party
gotten everything you need to know about Martin Luther King in school.
On the Black Panther Party.
You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of other great political figures and heroes and inventors and people within the Black community not named Malcolm X, Dr. Martin Luther King. No disrespect to them and their legacy, but it's a lot more than those. The Fred Hampton thing is a big one. I think everyone should definitely watch that. Like,
absolutely, it's a major key.
I don't know if I want to recommend a movie for someone to watch specifically during Black History Month because they need to watch it every month. Like, but a Black film.
Educate yourself.
Y'all got some books to recommend?
Malcolm X, that's a great. I mean, but yeah, for sure.
Frederick Douglass was a good one.
I'm gonna tell everybody to read anything by Octavia Butler.
White by Law.
What's it? Mississippi Burning. Rosewood.
Rosewood, depressing. You got to learn something from it.
I love how, like, in my mind,
that's reality. You know what I'm saying? They had to live that.
Yeah.
My mind
went to on fire.
Films, and y'all went to historical Black films so quick. Like, I was thinking of the Inkwell and stuff like that. That would be my pick, the Inkwell.
Yo.
What?
I've just imagined. I remember how you described that movie, and I'm thinking about the was it the brother?
What, Drew?
Drew, what was wrong with him?
There's nothing wrong with him. I didn't say there was anything wrong with him. All right, I only said it like that because if you watch the
movie, you said it.
No, I'm talking about the way I said it, there's nothing wrong with him. If you watch the movie, there are some people in the film that might feel like there was something wrong with Drew. Drew
how was Drew? Describe Drew.
Drew was 15. He was a loner, but he was a cool kid. He may or may not have had a doll that he was carrying around, but that's not important.
That's different.
That's not important. What's important is that in this film, he becomes a man.
He ditches the doll.
He what?
He gets rid of the doll that he carries.
Oh, ditches the doll. Probably not. I don't think so. But he had sex for the first time in the movie.
I mean, it's a
movie, y'all. It's a good movie. Okay. It's
about adolescence, correct?
It's a human story.
It's a coming of age story. It's about a family who travels to Martha's Vineyard. The Inkwell was the Black Beach on Martha's Vineyard, and it's about their time there and stuff. Yeah, it's a great movie. Everybody should watch it.
Here's the thing, right? Everybody walks their own path.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
I had G.I. Joe's.
So yeah, everybody has their path. And they gotta walk, they gotta navigate it. We don't have to understand it or like, but
Black history.
Respect everybody's different. I'm being so serious. Dead serious. Respect everybody's differences. As long as it's not like harmful to anyone else.
You know, he wasn't killing people. He was cool. He was cool.
That's like, if it's not harmful to other people around you, I don't see what the problem is.
I gotta watch this movie.
That's my whole thing with Lil Uzi. Like, look, he chose to put that thing in his head. Like, hey, that ain't hurt nobody else. Whatever happens, he made that decision.
Real quick, what you just said reminded me about the girl who accidentally sprayed her hair with Gorilla Glue.
Once again, there's another example.
So
look,
What?
I'm not asking this young lady. I just want the world to know, Ma, we are praying for you. I have been paying attention to this every development. I have my notifications on her social media, so I know when she posts. She's currently in the hospital right now.
Why should just shave? I would have just shaved the head.
She could. It was flat to her head.
To the hair down.
She don't have to go
anywhere.
It'd be like trying to shave a countertop. Like,
hold on. Wait a second. I thought so. His hair. Hold on. She had a weave on.
No, she gave herself a ponytail. It was very slick to her head, and she thought it was hairspray, and it wasn't.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
But
so it looks. So her hair is like slick. It's like slick.
It's slick.
She needed some edge.
It was more than edge.
To lay her hair down so that it would lay, and she ran out of it. So she found some Gorilla Glue. And
she knew it was Gorilla Glue?
Oh, she didn't. There's a product. There's another product that's named Gorilla, but it's not Gorilla Glue.
She knew it was Gorilla Glue. She said it was Gorilla Glue. She was don't use Gorilla Glue on your hair.
Well, that's after
as
the
a
fact.
substitute.
Because there's another product out there that's not Gorilla Glue, but it's got Gorilla in the name, and it looks similar.
So here's what happened. There's Got to Be Glued is a hair brand that makes hair sprays and stuff. And then there's Gorilla Snot, which is a hair gel brand. They both are known for having very serious hold. Got to Be Glued, Gorilla Snot, Got to Be Glued. She saw Gorilla and Glue and was just like, yo, I can use my hair.
I
hear your justification, but we've all used Gorilla Glue, right? We know how adhesive.
I haven't used
Gorilla Glue is. When you spray Gorilla Glue on your hand, at some point when you start doing this, you start to realize, yo, this might be a little too much. Like, she full on committed to doing this.
Listen, remember what you just said about everybody in their own path.
Oh, you did say that. Though.
You did just say that.
I did say that. Yeah.
Hey, but when I hear these stories,
my opinion's not changed. I'm just saying. That's wild.
Y'all remember Paid in Full, the uncle in a convenience store? He calls out Sonny. He's like, future of our nation. That's what I think about when I hear these stories. This is the future of our nation right here. Anyways.
Yeah. Listen.
She's put. Oh wow. She's put.
Are you watching it?
No, I'm just like looking through her Instagram to see like what happened. Like
she put that soap on her head and it rinsed off.
She's like, no, it stopped. Epic fail. Like for the whole tea tree oil and dermatologist recommended.
Here's the caveat to what I said. Right, even when you walk your path, you're gonna make some bad decisions. It's bound to happen.
Hey man, some of that's like proximity to collateral damage. Some of this needs to be avoided.
I said all that to say that we praying for you, Ma. I'm praying for your hair follicles and for your scalp.
Praying for her life. What you mean?
No, she's gonna live. She's gonna live.
The quality of life, because she might have no hair roots after this.
I mean, alopecia's been a thing. She gonna throw a wig on top of that bad boy. She
decisions were made.
Manipulated alopecia.
I'm fighting for my life.
Listen, Ma, if you're watching this, okay, your best bet right now is to get a wig, get real good with the lace fronts, okay?
Her best bet right now is get that glue out of her.
She's in the hospital right now.
Fences, the argument that my girl had with Denzel. I done gave you everything I got to give. That's her talking about what she's doing to fix her head.
Yeah. I should have said it.
I done given you your clothes on your back.
Yo. I've been here with you every step of the way.
I can't.
Yo. I need a meme with that.
Hey, put that comment up there. Let me see this.
Which one?
I gotta this is a great point. Now
we gotta Google.
Let's go back to your Gorilla Snot product. Who is this made for?
It's actually not made for Black people. So that's just, it was not a product made for us. It's actually a men's hair product made to like spike up straight hair and keep it going straight up.
This is it right here. I'm about to screen share it for y'all.
And I think the gorilla was supposed to like measure the strength of the hold and how strong they are. But although, see how it has the spikes on the top, it's for stuff like that.
It's for Mohawk.
But
she saw that and was like, "This
found it
right."
I'm screaming.
She was like, "Yo." Hey, she was in a hurry, is what it was.
Oh, God.
She wasn't.
Hey, you know what? It kind of does have the same color.
Yeah, it looks
as like
it does look exactly
and
like.
then,
go to Gorilla Glue. Yeah, it has that same.
I'm back.
It looks just like Gorilla Glue.
Oh no,
Yeah,
she
it
comes
has
up
that
with a really
Good.
That
was the top story. Oh
my goodness.
Gorilla Glue has been trending on Twitter for days.
Yo, that's not right. Oh,
man,
her
that's
face.
insane.
Yo, that's crazy. I don't want to put her face on blue.
Oh man.
That.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right, but
it kind of has that color scheme though. It kind of has that orange,
it's easily mistaken.
But it's not in hair care product sections. It's in home improvement.
It was in her house already. I don't think she went to the store and picked it up. I think it was already in her house and she just made an assumption.
I think Coop's trying to say she did it for clout.
No, she didn't do this for clout.
Play dog.
I don't know a black woman that's playing in her hair with glue for clout.
Hey, but look, the internet is banding together to help this girl because this is crazy.
I'm helping her out too. There have been dermatologists giving her advice. It was the world told her to go to the hospital. So
one Instagram account told her to use Vicks Vapor Rub.
You know what? I did not want to clown this young lady.
I know. I
support her and tell her that I care about her and I love her and I want her to be okay. That's
well, you can't make this up.
That's wild.
Life is hilarious.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Miss Lady, I don't know what they doing. I'm praying for you.
What's this thing Willy Wonka canceled on TikTok?
What's what?
Canceled.
On the side, it was like Willy Wonka's canceled on TikTok or something.
I saw somebody trying to make the argument of Willy Wonka is a pedophile.
Oh God, a future about nation.
But it's not even real.
Yeah, that people reaching.
Listen, man.
Yeah, reaching.
Fake
wokeness.
You're underestimating what people will do to trend on the internet. Like you don't.
Pedophile. Anyways, I found a dime today that's gold instead of silver.
What?
Yep. A gold.
What year was it made?
I forgot to check. I was so enamored with the gold dime.
Where is it?
In my car.
Which is located in where?
That's just not helpful at all. How you gonna talk about your golden dime and not even have it out here for us to see?
I might go get it. It's a gold dime though. It's crazy. Got it from the gas station.
And it's clean. It's not just dirty.
It's clean. Cashier, she took it out. She's like, "Oh, it's a gold dime." I said, "Let me get that," and exchanged it for the silver.
Dang, what happened to Chris Pratt?
Wait,
Chris Pratt dead? Well, he did. He died on set.
What did he do?
Nah, he laughing.
What did he say?
Why is he laughing? Why?
I think he got canceled.
He must have got canceled again.
What did he do? What did he say? What did he say this time?
Yeah, hey, 2nd Street, fill us in. What happened?
Says bigoted old tweets are fake. Something about what did he do?
Okay. Like 2008.
Why does the internet hate Chris Pratt?
Oh man. Anyways, let's move
on. I just answer. We hate Chris Pratt because of his stupid move in Infinity War.
That's the real reason to hate Chris Pratt because of what he did in Endgame or Infinity.
Yeah.
That's if that's not why you hate Chris Pratt, hey.
Yeah, he's a terrible leader.
Everything was his fault.
It is your fault. It is entirely his fault.
But it had to happen for a reason though, right?
If you say so.
Like how would it have been different?
How was that Gamora's fault?
She was dead.
Yeah, how was that Gamora's fault?
2nd Street, you gotta explain that. How was that Gamora's fault?
She did everything she could to make sure he didn't do what he did.
They almost had the Infinity Gauntlet off this man's hand.
Had it off of it too. He had to go hit them in the face for some reason, which made no sense to me.
He found out he killed him more. Like
it's like take the gauntlet off first, then beat it, then beat him up.
Okay, real quick. Because y'all just reminded me of it.
Oh,
I watched.
Okay, that kind of made sense. I mean, she did kind of.
Did she know
Thanos?
Okay,
like
they both
equally
different.
She didn't know he had to kill her.
But here's the thing: in the moment, though, but in the heat of the moment,
they both made the same decision.
They made some bad decisions.
Yeah,
they both made bad decisions.
I'd say they equal.
That's why I never liked the Guardians of the Galaxy. Just a team full of bad decisions.
Team full of jabronis.
The jabronis.
Tree man is the only
the group, the only one who uses logic. The whole crew. The only person.
I went cool.
I'm sorry. All right, real quick, since I have Infinity War on my mind and Endgame, what did Mantis do to help in that final battle scene?
Mantis?
Oh,
Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Was she there?
She put him to sleep. She put him to sleep.
You talking about Endgame? How she
Endgame? Did you see?
I have no idea what she did in Endgame.
I saw everybody fighting. I saw her posing, but I did not see Mantis do any work in Endgame at all.
Yeah, I don't think she's a fighter.
She in the deleted scenes.
So that's what I'm saying. What was she there for? Like in the scene where all the ladies came.
She's there for support. In case they needed her. In case they like, hey, we need you to put Thanos back on in the mind thing again. In case we got to do that again.
In Infinity War, she could do something, but I'm talking about an Endgame. In the final battle scene, Mantis was useless.
Hey, she was there in case she was needed.
Yeah, in case she was needed. In case Doctor Strange did a little portal and he was like, get in.
You got when you buy a toolbox, you put a bunch of tools in there. You don't always you gonna use it, but it's there just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. So
that's all she was. That's how I look at it. Like you gotta prepare.
Every single tool in the toolbox was needed in that fight except for one.
Yeah, that's all that happened. They was like, oh, well, we didn't have any use for this one for this particular home improvement project.
Gotcha.
What I didn't get, see, my thing is the only problem I had with Endgame was when they were doing that woman kind of group shot, and I'm like, Captain Marvel. I'm like, Captain Marvel. I'm like, why are you landing right now to do this? I'm like, you can literally just plow through all of these people. Like, there's no need for you guys to just have this, like, you know, it made no sense.
That wasn't for the story. That was for a coach. That was a coaching mode.
I
know that was a coaching mode, but still, you gotta
have that. You gotta have that. There's no way around it.
That's dope to see them all together, but that's the scene I'm talking about. Mantis was right there and present. Nothing.
Hey, it didn't matter.
She didn't
matter. She was part of the group. She was part of the female
person at the end of the bench. Yes. They all, you ready? Just in case coach calls you in the game, you got to be ready.
Yeah, you got to be ready.
Just her number didn't get called. That's all. She's still part of the team.
Yep. Even though Captain Marvel could have went in there, she literally destroyed a battleship. She just couldn't go down and just smack Thanos a couple of times. I mean, like, come on now. Just come on down there and just be like, whack.
Her and Wanda could have ended Thanos real quick.
I don't even. Yeah, that's exactly. They could have just went in and one could have had them like got him in like a. Could have got him in that full Nelson.
Yeah, when Wanda pulled up on him, Wanda came in, wanting all the smoke.
Yeah.
You think Captain Marvel could have survived the snap?
Could have what?
Survived the snap?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Possibly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for
sure.
If Hulk survived it, she could have.
Yeah. She got cosmic energy already around her. Yeah.
Because she shows up at the end of Infinity War, like, yo, where's Thanos? Or who she asked for? No, she asked for Fury.
Oh, Fury. Yeah, where's Fury? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She shows up. She just pops up. It's like, yo, where's Fury?
Yeah, she can.
She had to
travel at the speed of light, apparently. Faster.
Dang. I watched that.
Is she powered by the space stone? Which stone gave her power?
She didn't get her stone. Some sort of cosmic. An engine that had cosmic energy in it blew up.
Yeah.
body.
But no, it was the Tesseract. But it was the Tesseract or something.
Tesseract.
Yeah, it was the Tesseract. She got her powers from the Tesseract.
Stone, right?
Yeah, because you remember the cat ate the Tesseract or something, and then they were carrying the cat around. It was that. Yeah, it was in the lunchbox. You remember? See, you don't even like the movie that much. You don't even remember anything.
No, but the Tesseract was in it. But that's how she got her power.
Yeah, the Tesseract. She got it from the Tesseract
because
she got it from
up the engine,
and blew up.
It hit the Tesseract, and that explosion is what gave her her power.
Yeah.
Which was terrible.
I gotta watch that again.
I thought that was like, what?
I mean, it's like how Fantastic Four got their powers, basically.
Yeah, kind of like, it's just like that, pretty much. The cosmic rays and stuff like that.
Cosmic rays, it was just
cosmic rays.
Infinity wave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. At the atom level, molecular level.
Yeah, it just changed her at the molecular level. Now she has some power of the space stone.
I can dig it. I can dig it. What else is on the docket?
This giveaway.
Giveaway time.
Talk about it, P. Rich.
Let the people know.
Oh man. So guys, we have a beautiful item here that my production company, Save the Airways, has donated to Gumbo. And to enter, to grab this awesome gift, all you have to do is like us on Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube, and tag 3 of your friends and tag why you want this item. And the big reveal is, drum roll, please, everybody. Drum roll, please. Drum roll. We got these beautiful PlayStation 5 Pulse 3 wireless headsets to give away to our lucky winner. So yeah, please share the post when we go live on Monday. And yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook. We're gonna post it up on Monday. Excuse me, not Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Well, follow us everywhere. But subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. When we post our post on Monday, make sure you share it, tag your friends, and let us know why we should pick you.
Yeah.
We need a 5-paragraph essay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Break it down, JBM. What's it got to say?
It has to have an introduction, 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion.
Got you. Oh, and if you compliment me, it's not an extra entry or whatever, but it'll just make me feel good about myself.
So it's a necessity.
So we compliment Imani. So people really got to put down why they want it, why they need it. Wow.
Just tag, just a quick little sentence of why you want it. Why, some people may not have a plan. And also it also doesn't work with PS. It works for PS5 and PS4. So all our PS4 people can also still use the headset. It doesn't just work with PS5. It also works with PS4. So if you're everybody knows. So
if you have PlayStation 4 or the 5 or plan to get the 5, this is the perfect
compatible with the VR. PS4 and PlayStation 5.
So like a really good example is I really would like to win these headphones so that I can wear them while I watch the cookout. That's dope,
Yeah.
Definitely stand out.
I need these. Another one is I need these headphones because Imani is pretty. That works well too. That sentence makes a lot of sense. It does.
Yeah, coming from the judge.
Yes.
So that might.
I don't think I'm picking the winner. I'm pretty sure as long as you give us something good and you follow the rules, it'll be random. But you still got to write.
There's a random. There's a like kind of a lotto generator thing where you can throw everybody who's entered the contest and it'll randomly draw a name for you. And then, so it's kind of like,
so your reasons why it's not really gonna matter.
Yes, it does.
We want to know. I want to know why.
Or you ain't gonna be in the drawing.
Y'all better give some.
You heard it here first. So those are the rules. If you want the headphones,
ain't playing no games.
If you want the headphones, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and on Monday when we post it up, make sure you share the post and comment letting us know why you should win and share and
tag 3 friends.
Yes.
You gotta tag.
It's fun, man. Like, hey, listen.
Well, you possibly get headphones out of it.
Yeah.
The high quality headphones too.
Yeah, they are. I haven't used them yet, so I mean,
unused.
I mean, obviously they've been unused. They still in the box. They still got all this. So,
the most important steps are the follow and subscription, and then tagging the friends, and then the icing on the cake is saying, "Hey, look, here's why I want this." You want to soften us up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Especially Mike.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, there's no harm. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna look for the short answers. Something like because I want it is. I like that type of answer.
You just asked him for an essay.
That was
he's having a Gemini
sarcasmic.
Moment. That's all.
Sarcasmic.
I'm screaming.
Oh man. Yeah.
Alrighty. Second Street. I mean,
I don't. Yeah.
Doesn't have any.
You know what? These people that you tag don't have to be your.
You got family.
Come
though,
on.
so.
You got family. You can Second Street. You can tag me. It's okay. I can be your friend. You have me as a friend.
He has friends.
He has friends.
You got friends.
Listen,
friendship.
He's got friends.
How many of us have them? Friends. Friends we can depend on.
Last topic of the night. We gotta talk about Ryan Coogler.
Yes.
5-year deal that he is paying with Disney Plus, because this is significant.
Oh yeah, this is big. Like they're finally gonna go into Wakanda, and we'll get to fully explore the entire nation of Wakanda, and that's what's up.
I feel like this news had 2 parts. The news was that there's going to be a World of Wakanda show, but him getting a 5-year deal with Disney Plus seems a little bit more than just a show about World of Wakanda. Like, I'm hoping that we get other Ryan Coogler projects out of this too.
Yeah, I that's the thing. I hope they don't.
If this focus is solely on Wakanda, like it's gonna be.
If we can, that's my thing.
No.
Like build the lore of Wakanda.
Yeah, it's rich. Like the content there is.
I just hope they don't do that pigeonholing things where it's like we are only going to give him the black stories. I mean, I want to see. Yes, give everybody a chance, but I just don't want us to be like, oh, he can only write for black people. He can only write for, you know what I mean? He should be able to write for other, TV shows, direct other things. He shouldn't just have to be like, oh no, you're the Black Panther guy. Sorry, man. You have to do all that.
Well, this 5-year deal is exactly what they said.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping that it's more than just. I don't even know if he needs to do more things in Marvel. Tell us other stories too. That's what I would be excited for. Definitely hyped for World of Wakanda, but I want to see what else Ryan Coogler can bring to Disney. I am
glad they used him for Wakanda or hired him for Wakanda because he did such a great job with the Black Panther movie. And all of his movies.
All of his movies are really good. Yeah,
too. That he was going to expand the lore of Wakanda in honor of Chadwick's legacy.
Yeah,
I love Creed. Did he do Creed too?
Like this is 5 years.
Creed 2.
He didn't do Creed 2?
No,
I didn't watch. I still haven't watched Creed 2 anyway. But Creed 1 was. I love that was on point. I love Creed 2 or Creed 1. Sorry.
I don't think
he had a little bit of involvement in 2.
He was not involved in 2 at all.
He didn't direct it. No, he wasn't a director, but he was involved in I think he was executive producer.
Yeah, he was involved with the story.
He's involved with the story of it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. He didn't direct the project though, but he did. He was very involved in the story.
But he's got his whole life ahead of him. This 5 years, he can focus down on Wakanda, and sky's the limit after this.
Yeah. Like the way I see it, this is just an entry into like just the Disney sphere. Like this is a 5-year contract. It's not like it's an exclusivity deal to only do Wakanda. That's what they announced because it's the big ticket item. That's what's going to get people interested in him signing a 5-year deal. But I don't think that's the only thing he's going to be working on for 5 years for Marvel Disney Plus.
P. Rich, I don't know if I definitely wouldn't want him to be placed in a box of only being able to create Black stories. But if he only chooses to create Black stories, I
respect that. Yeah, I respect that if he chooses that. But I just don't want him to be like, if he was like, I want to go out and direct, and then I want to go out and direct an episode of The Mandalorian. Hopefully they'll let him do it. You know what I mean? Instead of being like, no, I don't want, push it.
You just don't want him to become tokenized.
Yeah,
tokenized pretty much.
Because I'm like, concerned. He should have the whatever stories he wants to tell as a creator. He should have that, and I feel like that's what
I feel like it's a sign of respect to give him that 5-year contract.
Yeah,
and well deserved.
Have to do that.
No.
Yeah, that's a big deal. That's a huge. I mean, that's a 5 years.
Well, I think Black Panther was like next to it's up there in those top 4 high grossing.
It's number 1, I think. It's the number 1.
Top grossing movie.
It's top grossing of the. I think in Marvel.
I think it's in the top 5 at least, or high grossing movies.
Top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah. Is it in the top 3? Oh well, yeah, because it's like Endgame and Infinity War, and then Black Panther.
I think so. I think it's Endgame. Yeah, Endgame, Infinity War, Black Panther.
Are you talking about like overall box office or just
box office? Yeah, I think that was like a huge like.
Yeah,
it was something. It broke a lot of walk.
I'm pretty sure.
I saw a rank recently that said Black Panther was at the top.
Black Panther made the most money in the United States because Black Panther went 45 times in a row.
Domestic revenue, Endgame is 1, Black Panther is 2.
Gotcha.
Global rankings, Black Panther is 5.
Which one is over it?
Endgame at 1, Infinity War at 2, Avengers at 3, Avengers Age of Ultron at 4.
But that's just Marvel though. That's not like world box office numbers.
Yeah.
Because
we're talking about world box office?
Yeah, because Titanic.
I didn't know you were talking about world.
I thought we
The Force Awakens, Black Panther, and then Endgame or Infinity War. I think those are like the top 5.
And then Black Panther being released during Black History Month, that also just helped it too.
That doesn't make sense. Like I don't even know why you release it.
So
well, I mean, like you know how Disney
I would say February, and then of course the traditional summer release would make those are the only two, like
Black Panther is number 12 for top lifetime grosses
overall. Yeah, I know it's one of the top within the Marvel universe.
Yeah, the Marvel universe, is in the top.
Endgame is number 1 still. Avatar 2, Titanic 3, Force Awakens 4, Infinity War 5.
Yeah, because Titanic held that number 1 top box office position for like 20
Wait, Avatar's not up there?
Avatar is the one that broke Titanic's record.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then Force Awakens came in and broke all then it kind of I guess it dropped.
I think these new Avatar films, he's taking too long with them. I think at this point, I probably don't even care to see him until I see a trailer. And until I see a trailer, and be like, okay, I want to see that.
James Cameron don't miss.
Anytime he releases, it's going to be the highest box office grossing film at the time. Like he's doing all his films.
He does
I'm
not.
just going to let him do his thing. Especially when the first Avatar took 20 years to come out in the first place. So knowing that
nobody cared about it when it came out, and then like
the technology.
But the buzz from the film is what got it to that top box office position. Because the first week it didn't do good, and then the second week it did better than the first week, and then it just kept doing better, and then it just sustained, and then they extended the box office run, and all of a sudden it was the highest grossing film in the world. Like that's his effect though. He did the same thing with Titanic, and he did the same thing with Terminator. Like when he releases a film, he just you just have to trust him that he knows what he's doing.
And I do.
Sorry, because he's proven himself.
I'm just not getting excited anymore until I don't want a trailer. I want an actual release date, and I want to be able to go on Fandango and buy an advance ticket. That's when I will believe that it's actually coming out. Until
you gotta
then,
go see it in IMAX 3D too.
Well, see, I don't think he's gonna want to release it until the COVID stuff is over and everyone goes to theaters. Like, you're not gonna see that until like outside opens up.
Yeah, I think the most recent date was 2023 December. Was that the most recent date they pushed it back to?
Yeah, that's a publicist date. Like that's not they're not releasing that film until they know theaters are going to be open and people can go and watch it.
I hope they finish the
filming. Like when he puts the film out in theaters, it's going to be top 5 grossing films of all time. Like that's just the rep he's got.
I hope they don't have to do reshoots, but I believe the second, third, and fourth film are filmed at the same time. So hopefully, as long as everything's good with it, he won't have to do any.
Yeah.
Miss Cooper says it was overhyped.
It was literally a Pocahontas story.
I was about to say, I don't know if it was even overhyped because it didn't have any hype. That's the wild thing about the film. Like it didn't have any hype going into it, and then people went and saw it. It's like, yo, this is amazing.
Yeah, Avatar had a major marketing.
Yeah, but like the first week was bad, and usually like I think there's a 60 or 70% drop off in box office revenue after the first week, and so the first week numbers came back in low. But then the second and third and fourth week were like higher. Like they just kept going up because people were talking about it. And then I think they ended up extending the box office by like 4 to 6 weeks to keep the film in theaters. Because the longer it was in there, the more money it was making. And it's rare that films ever do that.
We got off topic, but I have a question for y'all. Going back to World of Wakanda. What about Wakanda would you be most excited to see on the new show?
The technology. I want to see the science and the technology.
That I think the different cultures like that they kind of hinted at in like because you have like this
the different tribes,
right? And different tribes of Wakanda that are like the states or provinces of the nation. Like, give us more about that. Like, who are these people? What is their significance in the story? Like, what do they provide to the nation? Like, give us not Game of Thrones is cliche, but like give us that type of expansive lore where we learn more about these different tribes and like what are they
how's their economy, like how to
like they don't have to be warring with one another, but like what is their significance to the nation? And then with Wakanda opening its borders and becoming a world power, like how do they come into play? Like are they like does one tribe specialize in medicine? And like what is their contribution going to be to the world? Like are they going to start working towards carrying like ending world hunger and things that like, you know what I'm saying? Like what's the humanitarian issue? But then what are like some of the existential threats that Wakanda is going to face now that it is out in the open? That kind of stuff.
The people go.
My thing about Wakanda is, do you guys think Wakanda was holding their citizens like captive? Like, do you think there's
everybody else was like, dying and shot? There were wars. It was safe in there. I wouldn't want to leave.
Yeah, that was a paradise.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
I think they have freedom of movement, but I think they realized like the world outside of Wakanda was like trash. Yeah, and they were like, this is.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to think because I'm like, would you want to like? I know obviously it's a paradise there, but like, did you have the option? Because I mean, they're like say I want to go on vacation in New York. You know what I mean? Just go vacation. Can you come back to Wakanda? Like, you know what I mean?
I
like,
border security is tight. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean. Like, that's what I mean. Like, that's what I mean. Did you have the freedom? Do you think they gave them freedom like that to be like? Because I mean, obviously, the inner workings of Wakanda. They like, you could be at the club one night up in New York getting drunk and be like, man, you guys, Wakanda, y'all think it's you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. The perception is that they were a nation of farmers. Like they didn't have anything. So like, they probably were like. If
nobody would have believed them,
it's not like if you went to a club in New York talking about how great Wakanda was, they'd be like, he's drunk.
Hopefully they touch on that show.
I feel like the Wakanda culture is so tight knit, no one would even want to leave.
Dare do it, yeah.
They're like outreach, because his Killmonger's dad was part of that outreach.
But he was like a high official.
Yeah,
so
but
he was like he was a prince.
I feel like the Commonwealth would not just pass through in and out.
I'm excited to see Jabari tribes transition back into the Wakandan government. I think that would be dope to see how they handle that. And if it's a struggle, you know, they had their own rules and it didn't look like they were, you know, using the vibranium in the same way, or whether or not they were using it at all. So I would like to see, you know, what's that transition like for them? Are they comfortable with it? Are they not feeling all of these rules? Are people accepting of them back into the Wakandan government? That's important to me.
I think a lot of the it's not threat, but conflict would come from with the other nations, because when it depends on when it takes place. Like, does it take place after the snap in that 5-year gap? Because they had made a promise that they were going to be more of a open with the world, sharing their resources and things. So if the series takes place during the 5-year period, this is the most powerful nation in the world. Like, everyone else, they got to deal with the losses that they suffered during the snap. If this is when it takes place, there's going to be power vacuums in different tribes. It's going to affect them as well as the other nations.
Well, we don't know if the queen got snapped though. That was the thing. We don't know shit.
It depends on what period does it take place, after or during. I would like to see it take place during the snap and establish Wakanda as a world power in that 5 years. But it's some hurdles that they're going to have to overcome.
I'm interested in seeing. This would be our chance to see a smart city set up on screen.
My biggest thing with WandaVision right now is that Sword literally went on Wakanda soil and stole Vision's body, and there was no ramifications to that, because Vision died in Wakanda.
I think they turned the body over because
they probably
and then Sword got it from the Avengers.
Oh, they just gave his body up.
Why would they keep it?
Why would they keep it?
Yeah, it's not Wakanda property.
They don't want to do it.
I mean, no, I know, but they gave it to if they gave it to back to the Avengers, why would the Avengers give it to Sword? They're just like, oh, here you go. Especially if Tony Stark. Was,
Sword is the new
over during the Sokovia Accords. He wasn't his property. It was government property.
Yeah.
No, Tony. It should be Tony Stark. I mean, Vision is technically Wakandan property because he's made out of vibranium that was stolen from them.
I think their beef was done with that, especially knowing what Vision
did take that to court. I
think they would to let him go.
Okay, because I'm just like, that's my thought process behind it, was that, you know, technically it was vibranium, and it's like, it is, you know, that's Wakanda, you know, so that's their property being returned. Let me go ahead and melt that back down into put that into some weapon.
Vibranium in his body is probably like to them, because I mean that's the only nation where you can get it. So it's like,
that's wild though that they had him torn apart and were just.
But that's what I'm saying though. If they were so on point with those with their resources like that, I just feel like, you know, and they just be like, go and give it back to them. You know, that's y'all's now. You know.
I mean, only because it was Vision that they. I mean, I would say by Wakanda giving his body to the Avengers, that's more respect that they had for Vision's body than Sword did. The fact that Vision was just laid out on a cold table in pieces,
cut up into pieces. Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
I understood that he was not a human being, but having his body laid out like that did not sit well with me at all. I was really upset. I can understand why Wanda stole him. Like, how you gonna have my man's laying out here like this?
I mean, I think,
and it's sort of an official government program though.
Sword is the new Shield, because Shield was compromised.
But based on the timeline, it looks like Sword and Shield were running at the same time right now.
Yes, yeah, they were. Sword and Shield are established at the same time. Maria established Sword at the same time.
Nick Fury did Sword. Yeah. Okay.
So their Shield handles the issues on the Earth, and Sword looked outward to existential
and Sword.
Yeah.
But Shield was crazy compromised, so we may not see much else of Shield within.
Sword may also be as well.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
But
Yes,
see,
it is.
I think
but I think the scrolls are more. Yeah, the scrolls are more infiltrated into Sword though, and I feel like they wouldn't allow Hydra to into that. They would have been like, nah.
No, I think Hydra is in that. I think the scrolls are everywhere. I don't think the scrolls are necessarily in Sword to do a specific thing right now. Like the scrolls are just everywhere, but Hydra is absolutely in the Sword as well. I mean, we can see it by these commercials. Something's up.
Yeah, they were trying to do something with Vision. Is Wanda redeemable?
I don't know. See, I think a lot of that is just. I don't think the Skrulls trust Wanda, and I think that they wanted. Hydra is a traumatic thing for her. So
I don't think they trust the Infinity Stone, and she got her powers from that because even they had that trouble with the Tesseract thing.
But I think the director is a Skrull. And to your point, like, yeah, they probably don't trust the power of the Infinity Stone, so they probably don't trust Carol Danvers. They probably don't trust Wanda.
Definitely don't.
They probably don't trust the Avengers. I don't think they trust Hydra either. Like, I think that the fact that SHIELD was compromised by Hydra and they didn't, they couldn't do anything about it, or they weren't equipped to handle that level of infiltration. I think that put them on the defensive. I think that's going to be a part of the plot of Secret Wars.
Yeah, Secret Invasion.
I think for their own preservation, I think the Skrulls infiltrated Sword to protect themselves.
I gotta think more about the Skrulls not trusting the Avengers. I hadn't considered that. I definitely figured that they didn't trust Wanda because of her connection to Hydra, but I didn't think that they maybe didn't trust the Avengers either.
Yeah, I think they don't trust it unless
Captain Marvel, and Captain Marvel helped the Avengers. So by proximity, they would.
And also, too, SHIELD, the Avengers work so closely with SHIELD, and SHIELD being so compromised by Hydra, like, how could they trust the Avengers? Like, they could be Hydra. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
they can't.
Until we know more about the Secret Invasion. I mean, from what we're going based on what we saw in the 90s version of the Skrulls. Their whole, in the course of the last 10 years, what they saw with with Wanda in Civil War, New York, all this stuff, they could be like, all right, guys, this is getting out of control. These people, there are too many of these, even Vision said it, the number, since Tony Stark became Iron Man, these number of events have become too crazy. And maybe they're in Secret Invasion, they're just like, we got to put an end to this because they're causing the galaxy chaos right now. You know what I mean?
To your point, back, let's go. Reflecting back on the Captain Marvel movie back in the 90s, to me, it felt like the Skrulls are willing to do anything for the preservation of their species. They have to convince the leaders of the Earth and Carol Danvers and everyone that could be, because like they're not necessarily aligned with her. Like, they didn't care about taking over the Earth. Like they as soon as they hopped on the Earth, they started shapeshifting and became humans. Like, I think that's just a part of who they are. Like, that's just a survival tactic for them. And I think that them knowing that living openly in their true forms as Skrulls is dangerous. Like, they can't exist because of the Kree. They're going to hunt them down because of the war they have with the Kree.
You know what I'm wondering?
I think that's just part of their survival tactic.
As these new Marvel films and shows come out, I think there's going to be a Skrull in every show, maybe more than one. They're going to be throughout all of the series and films coming out until Secret Wars leading up. So every Marvel project coming out, there is going to be a Skrull somewhere. I'm wondering if maybe there was a Skrull in the past that we didn't know of that Wanda maybe with.
I think there's a reason why they had that movie take place in the 90s, because I would wager that everything that took place after the 90s, like all the events of Iron Man, every single movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe takes place after Captain America, there's a Skrull in there.
So, all of them.
Yeah.
One of them has beef.
They're all Elder Scrolls.
I really do think that like they infiltrated every part of like I think as soon as we start watching Secret Invasion, they're gonna do a lot of flashbacks and a lot of cut-ins with the movies, I think, and show like, oh, these characters were Skrulls these entire times, and it's gonna be like, whoa, that character was that, whoa, this character was this. And I think they're gonna do some crazy stuff like that, where we're gonna cut back to Iron Man 1 or something, and they're gonna be like, that character was a Skrull. They're gonna cut to Iron Man 2, that character was a Skrull.
Oh, you know who's a Skrull? The Mandarin from Iron Man 3.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, yeah, they're gonna do. I think they're gonna do all kind of crazy stuff like that, where they're just gonna cut to these people and they're gonna be like, "That was a Skrull. That was a Skrull." You know,
everything y'all heard it here first at the 150 mark. The Mandarin gotta be a Skrull.
Overdo it though. Let's just get a couple of them.
Yeah,
get a couple of them. Not too crazy, but like
not too significant of a character, but a character that was around that may or may not have been like a key character, but like on screen, but like they pop in and they had a important role, but not too important to that story.
That's why
I mean, Secret Invasion. And see, the thing about Secret Invasion was that in the comic book series, the Queen Skrull was Spider-Woman, and it was like this character that nobody really cared about. You know what I mean? And then she ended up being like the big. Huh?
Yeah, like they would. The Skrulls would have to be careful now. Like they can't just They can't just come in like, oh, we're going to be the president.
Take an Avenger. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to be Iron Man right now. Yeah. They gotta start with the.
Yeah, they gotta. It's a slow grind. Like, all right, we gotta infiltrate on every single level. We gotta.
So the Skrull that was Samuel, Nick Fury, who does he become when Nick Fury shows up?
Well, Nick Fury knows he's him.
I mean, but who does he turn into when Nick Fury is around?
He turns back himself. It depends on who's around.
Because he's there on assignment.
He would have to assume a role.
Think about it this way: he's there on an assignment. So when that assignment ends, maybe he'll get another one.
It's just like a spy.
I'm curious what role he would be.
Whatever they tell him to do, he's working. Yeah.
Whatever Gotham needs me to be.
Y'all think Gotham can be redeemed from what she's doing in Westview?
Say that again.
You think she can be redeemed from her actions in Westview?
No. Depending on how it ends.
I'm worried that she's gonna survive this. Like, she's gonna have a serious psychotic break. We know that's coming. It's like, she's losing her mind right now, but it's gonna get worse. Is she gonna survive that? Is she gonna be comatose? Like, forget about redeeming herself. Are we gonna see her in the next movie? Like, is she gonna be involved?
I feel like she's losing her mind. She's just angry.
Oh no, she's
gonna lose her mind. She's literally depressed and
that's crazy.
Lose their mind? Wanda is thinking.
I think Doctor Strange movie. He's gonna be chasing her through different dimensions or different multiverses, trying to stop her.
Like all because she's cognizant of the erratic and like she wouldn't be in control the way she's in control.
Yeah.
I feel like
my argument is all because she's cognizant of her actions doesn't mean she's not crazy.
Yeah, no, she pulled a gun at
Hitler's totally crazy.
So she's a psychopath.
Yeah, like
she's a psychopath for demons.
Psychopath.
She's 1,000 plus people are in torture right now.
But
I still don't think that's her. I really refuse to believe she's intentionally hurting people. I just don't want to believe that she
is really a hero. Is she ever really like a hero? Like she's never operated on a clean slate.
Yeah.
She's always been kind of sort of a neutral.
She has blood in her ledger.
I feel
you are killing
her dad. Her father is Magneto. Like she's always had a checkered past, no matter where you look at. Like whether it's from the comics or in the MCU, like her past has always been kind of checkered. Yeah. She'll be on the Avenger side for some time, and then she'll do her own thing, and then sometimes she'll be doing, serving the forces of good or evil. Like that's just kind of how she is. Like.
You saw how quick she turned on Vision in Civil War. She's like,
it was personal for her.
Let him
like
go.
She wanted to be heroic.
Right.
She was being revengeful.
Yeah.
But she hurt him, and she knew that wouldn't hurt him. She knew that she wouldn't hurt him when she did that. She just thought she was making the right decision.
She knew she could control Vision. Remember in Civil War when she was like, "Let him go, Vision. I'm going with him," and she started like crushing him down to the ground. Don't do this, Wanda. Remember?
Yeah.
And he's like, his body's cracking down and everything. He's like falling.
She does serve her own agenda. Like that's just how she's always.
Can she be redeemed though from the events in WandaVision? Is she redeemable?
But do they have to redeem her?
Yeah, if they want to keep her in
the Scarlet Witch around.
Yeah,
but I think if they're bringing in, if they're bringing in the X-Men,
she's gonna go full villain.
If they're bringing in the X-Men, I think Wanda's character is gonna go straight down to the bottom anyway. So they're gonna have all these other characters. I wouldn't be surprised if they just kill her off in Doctor Strange.
But I think
like Doctor Strange is like he's like I can't contain this any other way. We got to kill you or whatever. I wouldn't be.
She's one of the more powerful.
She hasn't proved to be heroic.
But she's not always been a hero.
That's my point, though. So, like, since she's not a certified hero, it's easier for them to kill her off.
But they're not gonna kill her because she's like Feige's not gonna kill Wanda.
Why not? If he doesn't, she has to be redeemed. And so my thing is, why
does she have to be redeemed?
3,000 people.
I don't think she has to.
Yeah, why does she have to be redeemed?
I still don't think she's hurting those people. I don't think she needs to be redeemed.
Wanda, she's in full control.
You know, Mephisto was. Do you know the Mephisto theory?
Yeah, but I think Wanda knows what's up.
So what's Mephisto doing then?
Gaslight,
chilling.
He waiting for the right moment to take the twins' life so he can manifest his body in the physical.
T-Rev says she sacrifices herself.
Yeah, see, that would be a way to redeem.
If they want to redeem the character, that would be the only way they could redeem her. But I don't.
No,
that's not gonna happen.
Personally, I would try to redeem the character. I let her be.
I think I can see her sacrificing.
I can see her sacrificing herself in Doctor Strange in the Doctor Strange movie.
Out for her.
Yeah, like because there's gonna have to be a way to contain the multiverse. She's ripping it open right now, and there's gonna have to be a way to contain it. And if Doctor Strange can't figure out the way, he's gonna be like, and then she's gonna be like, "I'll just kill mice." You know what I mean? There's gonna have to be a way.
Oh yeah, she's gonna have to do something. Yeah, she makes a selfless decision for once, and it happens to be a sacrifice for the greater good. And then
it's going to be that cat. And then that cat, I bet you the line of Captain America is going to come in. You're not the man who would lay down on the barbed wire. Like, that line is going to come in, and she's going to be like, I know what I got to do. And Captain America is going to get in their mind.
Wait, Captain America? He's old now.
I know, but I mean, like, he was kind of mentoring her to, a little bit in, the movies, Civil War and everything like that. So she's, yeah.
Oh, it's a Civil War.
Cool Daddy Yoda is Wanda the weakest link.
No, she might be.
In terms of mentally, yeah, but power, she's
mentally, yeah.
Power, she's right behind Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I would say that. But power, like she's one of the more powerful. Yeah. One of the most powerful characters.
But that's the problem, though, because she's so powerful, but her mind is so weak.
Mm-hmm.
But she
can control people's minds.
So
she has control over reality itself. Like they demonstrated that in episode 5. Like she changed the outfit physically in the physical.
Yeah,
like repurposed it to make it look like it was the 1970s outfit that Monica was wearing. So it's like she couldn't do that before. Now she's unlocked that level of power. So,
Yeah, that's a good point, T-Red. Like what does she have if it's not them? Because that's her whole story is wrapped up in Vision.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But see, here's like
she got to go.
Comics. She got to go. In the comics,
I don't see there's a path for her to become heroic after this other than a sacrifice, but I don't think that they have to make her a hero.
Nah, they definitely have to make her a hero. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, she can still she can survive all of this, but like she can't. If she survives, she's not going to be a hero. She's going to be like an anti-hero that she's going to be like Cable almost, like, or where it serves her. Sometimes she's aligned with the Avengers, sometimes she's not. Like sometimes she's involved in what's going on. Sometimes she's just like, this has got nothing to do with me.
But see, people don't have power the way Wanda's got power, so you got to handle that differently. Like Wanda's dangerous.
Thank you for stopping by, T-Rev.
Yeah,
you can't have somebody that's in control of reality. Just
don't forget to sign up for the giveaway.
Be heroic.
Yeah, but it's like the only way you're getting rid of her is if she commits suicide. Like she sacrifices herself, and I just
man to come in and handle it.
Superman.
You know, I wouldn't.
She ain't quick enough.
I mean, the X-Men come in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she could smoke Superman.
Professor X
a blitz took a Thanos blitz. Superman is faster than that blitz of missiles.
In Endgame, she didn't have control over reality. Like she was still an illusionist, and she was whipping that man's tail. He had to call down the airstrike.
She's the. Well, that could be a whole other discussion.
She was the only person that gave that man work. He was legit scared,
as he should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, guys?
That's all. I
think
we're 2 hours, so yeah, we did our
due diligence.
Absolutely.
You want to give us the rules to the giveaway one more time?
The giveaway, guys. Again, follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also leave a comment on the Instagram post and tag 3 of your friends.
Mm-hmm.
And tell us why you should win, and also compliment.
Yep, and compliment us. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make sure you give Imani a compliment.
Thank you. Yep. I love y'all that compliment me.
Visit Save the Airwaves, www.savetheairwaves.com, multimedia production company. If you need a story told on the big screen, short film, commercial,
anything, we got you.
We got you.
Cool. We're pushing Star Wars Sunday back to Monday.
That is correct. Star Wars Sunday will not be on Sunday due to the Super Bowl. We're going to push that out to Monday. It'll be 7.
We live streaming during the Super Bowl?
No,
it's on Monday.
Nobody. People are going to be watching.
I thought we were going to be watching the Super Bowl, and we were going to do like we'll do another cookout, but during the Super Bowl we'll be like, no.
I'm not watching Super Bowl.
I
won't either. But we know nobody's going to watch us because of the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I couldn't. I'm not gonna split my focus like that either way. So
go Mahomes,
but we can play some Star Wars though.
Yeah, Kansas City.
No.
He's playing.
I know they had COVID protocol for Kansas City because they had a couple people.
They had smoking COVID protocol. Man, that man had to stay 2 days. That's it. The whole team is gonna be sick next week.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know what's going on with that tomorrow, but. That's Super Bowl tomorrow, so we'll move Star Wars Sunday to Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be talking about Into the Dark by Claudia Gray, as well as issue 2 of The High Republic by Marvel. So tune in for that if you want to hear a Star Wars conversation. And then we'll be back Friday. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for episode 6 of the WandaVision recap.
No watch that one on Thursday?
Thursday?
No. That's gonna be like a bi-weekly thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to find high profile guests to actually be on that show where we talk to, like how we had that, Brian. So I'm trying to find other, big, artists and things like that, reaching out, using my Hollywood connections to try to talk to some people on the show.
Got you.
Yeah. And if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check that out.
Yeah, that was
it
great
on Thursday. That is live on the YouTube right now, so go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. Interview with Brian Augustine, hosted by P. Rich.
Please follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch at Certified Gumbo. If you love us, if you love what we do, please support us by buying us some coffee. All of these links are in the description below. Anything else?
Have a good night, man. Saturday night. Right. Be safe, be well.
Good night, y'all. Thank you.
Take your vitamins.
Yep. And as I always say, peace, love, blessings, and may the force be with you always.
Peace. Bye, y'all.